Hey guys, the thing was light, and today
Hi.
I knew
I
something.
told you I was going to ruin every single one of your intros.
I know, that's why I'm not gonna have you any more videos. Anyway, you're fired. No, I'm just kidding. You're fired.
Clear out my office
Just fire you
tonight.
Come get your last paycheck. I mean, you don't pay me at all. You shut the fuck up. I'm paying you in sponges. But in all seriousness, so today we're gonna do, as the title says, reasons why Batman is not overpowered. Now you may think this is a weird subject, but a lot of comic book fans actually think Batman is overpowered, and Dylan and me are here to give you examples why he is not overpowered. But so I'm gonna let Dylan go because I've actually never heard someone, or maybe a few times, but not all the time, say something Batman's overpowered. So I'm gonna let Dylan do all the talking. So go ahead and say what you got to say, Dylan.
Okay, well, the main reason I want to do this video was because while we were doing that podcast with Hazard, he mentioned that, he said, like, oh, you know how Batman's, like, really overpowered? Well, and then we were like, whoa, what? And so I had the idea, and I could tell, like, the reasons that he gave as to why he thinks he's overpowered are just because, like, the same reason I think that you probably think that Superman would win against Batman is because you don't know much about Superman, and he probably thinks that Batman's overpowered because he doesn't know much about Batman. And there are incarnations of Batman where I think he's just kind of like he is kind of like the way he can just think him. Like, it's interesting. I love that Batman's like, he always finds a way to do things. Like he can think himself out of any situation, really. But he's not overpowered because if people say, he just has a gadget for everything. There's no situation where he couldn't be being Nightfall. He wasn't smart enough or clever enough, or he didn't have enough gadgets to.
I'm actually in the process of reading Nightfall, the big old book I fucking have. It looks like a Bible, but I'm reading it, and so far, I haven't got to the point where he's breaking his back. I think I'm barely like on a couple of pages. I haven't picked it up, but so while reading it, Batman is kind of clumsy, and I do hear in the story how he comes home. I think like after a rough night of just beating criminals to a bloody pulp, and Bane just comes rushing in onto like.
It was Bane breaks all of the prisoners out of Arkham, like every single one. Mm-hmm. So Batman is busy for like 3 months, trying to take down every single prisoner who's escaped, like Riddler, Joker, like everyone has escaped. So, but Bane hasn't shown himself. I haven't read it, but I know the backstory, and I think Bane just kind of remains in the shadows. And when Batman comes back after like 3 months of just beating thugs and like taking them to Blackgate or Arkham, wherever, like just after 3 straight months of basically that, almost with no sleep, he comes home and he's exhausted. He just sits down, and then Bane comes into his house and breaks his back. Like Batman can barely even fight because he's just been 3 months of fighting. If you watch there's a video on YouTube. It's called Reasons, or I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I think it's like Batman explains how to defeat the Justice League, including himself. I love that video just because it's like Kevin Conroy like basically talking, and he's in his Batman voice explaining how to incapacitate
everybody
member of the Justice League, and including himself. So at the end, he's like, and finally we come to contingency plan number blah blah blah, and he's Batman, and he explains there are ways, like if you he even says like taking hostages is a good distraction, or like lecturing him about like his parents, or like bringing up like Jason Todd, stuff like that.
I actually have a question about that one too.
Can make him emotionally distracted. Same thing with Superman.
But for that thing with the Justice League, is that canon? Because so many people are telling me it's not canon. Like because everyone's like, Batman can't take the entire.
Canyon?
Huh?
You You mean like the Great Canyon?
No. What? What? No. Okay, I mean, like, because when I discuss about people, and we're talking about, like, who will win this and that, and then I bring up, Batman can take down the entire Justice League. They go, no, that part's not canon. It's just a movie. And I'm just like, I'm pretty sure it's not canon. And they go, no, it's not canon. It's not canon. Batman can't take down the entire Justice League if he even tried. And just like, they give me all these reasons about superpowers, and I'm just like, I'm pretty sure it's fucking canon.
Well, see, this is the thing with canon stuff and non-canon stuff, is that...
Is it canon? Do you know if it's canon?
Obviously, like, not every single comic or movie before the, like, New 52, like, not every single comic and movie is in the same universe, because if it were true, then every single character would be, like, 100. So it's impossible for it to all be in the same universe. But yes, I mean, there's no reason as to why, that's not in, like, that's not an Elseworld story, so yes, it is canon, I guess.
Okay, well, thank you for that. So go on about your rants.
Even though The Dark Knight Returns is an Elseworld story, like, it doesn't mean, it's like, no, Batman couldn't beat Superman because that was an Elseworld story. It's like, he didn't, there was nothing in that, like, book or the movie that, like if Batman was, like had a complete, like, different, like, if there was a complete difference in The Dark Knight Returns that allowed Batman to beat Superman, then yeah, that would make sense. But they didn't change much in The Dark Knight Returns. So
here's other reasons I've heard that people say Batman is overpowered. When it's occasionally bringed up by people, because I rarely hear it. But one person said the reason why Batman is so overpowered is because he has all these different suits. Like, for example, in Batman Inc., the Justice League apparently built him a suit so he can go to, whenever he goes to Apocalypse, it makes him indestructible. And in Batman Inc., he uses it, and I guess it slowly kills him when he does. And they said that he's overpowered because of the reasons of how he has so many suits and stuff.
That's not being overpowered. That's like saying Iron Man's overpowered because he has a bunch of suits. Like, it's not that hard. I mean, actually, well, it's not impossible to kill Batman. Like, he can be killed. I mean, it's not. Like, there's plenty of ways. Like, Superman. That's why I think, one of the main reasons I think probably that Batman isn't overpowered is because Superman could beat him, and I guess in a way that's not saying much because he's freaking Superman. But if you're arguing that Batman is overpowered because he could beat Superman, don't be like that's it's a subjective argument whether or not he could beat Superman. So don't because he's done this, but there's also comic books where he can't do this, and this. Like, the Arkham series is a specific, like, I love the Arkham series, but there are certain moments where it's just, where Batman seems like he's, like, has super strength or something, like, to crack open, a vent, like, it requires a crap ton of, like, pressure, so, what was I thinking of just a second ago? Oh yeah, I like the fact that Batman is, like, a master in every single form of martial arts, and that he's basically he's trained himself and worked out to be, like, the pinnacle of a human, like, fitness wise and intelligence wise, basically. Except, actually, Lex Luthor is technically the smartest man on Earth. And I think Batman's, like, number 2 or number 3. So, he's not the smartest guy on planet Earth, at least. Probably Brainiac would be. But, there's a specific, in Batman Year 1, which, have you watched that yet?
No, but I plan to, so I'm staying home on weekend.
No, you're not. You're not planning to watch it, because you said you were planning to watch it, like, in January.
No, I really am. I was going to, but then, like, things came up. And I couldn't.
Oh, things came up.
It's either I get too lazy to watch it or things come up. And things came up. And now I really want to watch it. Yesterday I was actually thinking about it. Then I had to go to bed. But I am going to watch it. Because I'm staying home all weekend, so.
In Batman Year One, there's the movie. I mean,
Mhm.
there's a scene where he's out like in the front yard or like in the backyard of Wayne Manor. It's snowing and he's wearing just like a gray hoodie and gray sweatpants or something. And I think he's just like he karate chops or he kicks like a couple of bricks in half, like that are stacked on top of each other and breaks them in half. And then I feel like he's just like, that's not testing my strength. So he turns around and kicks a tree in half.
He kicks a tree after chopping a wooden plank.
No, he kicks a tree in half.
He kicks a tree in half, and then he kicks a tree in half after chopping a plank. Right? Is that what you said?
That's a moment where it's just like, come on. I mean, it's like there are certain incarnations where Batman is like he does certain things that are just like there has to be like the fact if you're arguing that Batman's overpowered because he's like the most dangerous man on Earth, I mean there has to be a most dangerous man on Earth. So if it's Batman, why is that a problem that he's the most dangerous man on Earth? I mean, I say I mean a lot. Superman, it's like saying Superman is overpowered, but in a sense, I get why people say that a lot more than what people say Batman is, because he has, in a lot of aspects, Superman is kind of overpowered a little bit, but it's it was Angry Joe who said this. He said he's not overpowered because it's the villains that he faces that makes him not overpowered. Because
Okay, I'll edit this out, but I gotta call my mom. She just called me out. She just called me, but I'll be right back. Just keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, he says that the villains that Superman faces are the reason that he isn't overpowered, because he faces villains that are like Metallo, who is super strength. He's a cyborg with a kryptonite heart, and he's kind of like, he's basically like Cyborg, like he can turn his hand. There was the Batman Superman Public Enemies, or Superman Batman Public Enemies movie. That's one of my favorite DC animated movies, and there's a part where Lex Luthor, basically in the movie, Lex Luthor is president of the United States, and obviously Superman is against that. So he goes to have a talk with Lex, and Lex says something that ticks him off, so he grabs him by his suit and he picks him up and he says something, and then one of Lex's guards, his skin is rips off and it's Metallo, and he basically he has a kryptonite heart. So after they're fighting for a while, Superman punches his heart, and a little speck of kryptonite, like a little crystal of kryptonite, I guess, like a diamond shaped piece of kryptonite falls out, and he picks it up
Wait, Superman does this?
No, Metallo.
Oh, okay.
Metallo puts his hand out. He puts his hand over the kryptonite, and then his hand morphs into a gun, and he like a revolver, and he shoots it at Superman, and it goes into his chest. And Batman takes him back to Wayne Manor to get it out and stuff. So, and you can argue that it's kind of stupid how kryptonite is one of the most rare minerals in the world, and yet every single supervillain that Superman faces seems to have it. You could say that, but I think there are. I mean, considering that kryptonite is, this has become basically why Superman isn't overpowered. I guess I'll go back to Batman then, because I don't want to get too far off track now. Like I said, there are incarnations that I don't like when Batman can just do anything basically, but I don't think being intelligent, being almost the most smartest man on Earth, isn't overpowered. It's he's just the smartest man on Earth, or the second or third, whatever. It's like saying it's just like saying that Lex Luthor's overpowered because he's really smart. That's not overpowered. It's just that's one of his abilities. Like Batman, yes, Batman has a gadget almost for everything because he's one of the smartest men on Earth.
Didn't you tell me yesterday he had an IQ higher than Tony Stark?
Yeah, he has an IQ higher than Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And Tony Stark is like no one is saying that Tony Stark is overpowered because he has a bunch of different suits. Like
he even has a Thor Buster. I haven't seen how that looks. He has a Thor Buster.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. So.
Oh, you got right feelings.
And also, if Batman overpowered, he would have been able to stop Bane from breaking his back, and he would have been able to save Jason Todd if he were overpowered. And you can't, because of these things that have happened to him, prove that he's not overpowered. And there's a lot of incarnations of Batman, I guess, where it just kind of feels like the people who are like writing the comic are just kind of like just I almost like basically just trying so hard to make Batman like a beast, like because they think he's so cool. Like they want to make and people, when people see that, they think that like every single incarnation of Batman is like that, which he isn't. I'm gonna let you talk for a minute, Nemesis, because I've been talking.
Did you just say Nemesis?
No, crap, I just called you Nemesis. Enigma.
Well, I don't really know what to say.
Nemesis isn't here, so I'm sad.
I know, we're all sad. Nemesis will be here Friday, though, don't worry. But yeah, I said that because we're pre-recording everything before we launch the channel. But anyway, I don't really think Batman is overpowered. I rarely hear that brought up. When I hear that, my mind is just like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's human. And they go, well, his intelligence and stuff. Like, no. No. You can't just bring up someone's intelligence. That's like calling Einstein fucking... like saying he was overpowered because this motherfucker knows that black holes don't exist. Well, anyway.
Batman actually has a higher IQ than Albert Einstein.
Don't start bragging about IQs, okay? Look, I'm dumber than most people. Got it? No, I'm just kidding. But I don't see how Batman's overpowered. I mean, sure, he has all these like suits, and especially the new suit that I saw, the Court of Owls. Have you finished? Did you finish reading that one?
I only got volume 1 because you told me that was the full story.
I didn't tell you that was the full story. Okay, anyway. Well, there's a suit in that. There's
18 different books I need to get.
18? There's only 3. What the hell are you talking about? Okay. No, I was like...
There are like 9 volumes.
What? No, what? No, there's like 3.
No, there isn't.
What the fuck? I remember there's 3. There's 3 in this court.
I'll go check the back of the book and I'll show you.
No, let me grab my mask set. Hang on. Let me grab my mask set. Let me grab my goddamn mask set. Wait, the book's not in there. I left my mask in there only because there's no holder for that. Where did you put your mask?
And also,
I don't know where it's
Batman
at.
is even if you think that Batman is overpowered, he's such an interesting character, and that kind of cancels out. Even if you do think he is, that kind of cancels it out because of how much of an interesting character he is. Okay. Hold on.
Dylan, what happened?
I'm here.
Okay, I heard something. Anyway, so while I'm looking for that comic, Batman is not overpowered. This is volume 1.
Okay.
Here it is.
Okay.
Batman. Okay, this is what I have to say, because the reason people think Batman is overpowered is because all these suits and his intelligence and stuff. Well, let's not forget that this motherfucker is human. So if, like, all these metahumans are coming after him, he's gonna have to find out some way to take him down. Like, even the Joker. He even admit that the Joker is one of, like, the most strangest villains he's ever encountered, and it's like he's a monster to him, and like, oh
Well,
shit.
yeah.
So
I mean,
really,
it's also the same thing with every villain. It's with every superhero, well, almost. It's the villains that he faces that makes him interesting.
yeah.
And I can't think of that many moments where Batman has done something that I just completely hate. That I don't think he should be able to do that. Actually, no. The only things where I think this isn't being overpowered, but it's just kind of he shouldn't be able to do that, even though he was trained by the League of Assassins, and he is it's like he's trained in every single form of martial arts known to man. I don't think in Arkham Origins. Remember when he in the at the very end
when he just beat down the Joker.
When he brings down the Joker, points his gun at him. What?
No. You just lagged a bit. Go ahead, keep going.
Oh, when Jim, after he takes down the Joker in Arkham Origins, Jim points his gun at him, and his radio starts saying Jim, what's your 20? And he looks down. He barely even looks down. He just he pulls up his radio, and he says, or his walkie-talkie, whatever, and he says, I'm in the chapel. I'm about to apprehend Batman, and then Batman's gone. It's like you were basically looking directly at him, unless every single unless every single person in the Arkham series just has binocular vision, where it's just they can only see straight, they have no. It's they have just basically a hand next to their face, they can't see anything beside them. Then I think Batman shouldn't be able to do that. Those are the only when Batman certain parts where he sneaks away way too easily. Mm-hmm. Those are the only parts where I think
Well, I really don't have anything to say because I've never heard anything, and apparently you have. But I just don't think he's. I don't think he's overpowered at all. All I have is he's human, so there's no possible way a human being can be overpowered. That's that. But in today's society, you can just call him
a human being. Really, he's the.
Well, he's trained himself in order his body and brain. How he's trained his body.
I'll be honest. I do think that the Batman in year one, that kind of Batman, to me is more interesting because he has more limits, because he's just starting out, and I prefer that. I think I probably prefer that kind of Batman over some of the later incarnations. As he gets older, there's no incarnation really of Batman, or there's no version of Batman age-wise that I don't like. Where I'm that's stupid. Even The Dark Knight Returns, where I love that. I love that book so much just because I know this isn't really helping our point, but just how big Batman, how strong he is, just because he's trained himself so much, and just to be the strongest man on Earth, human, really. I mean, yeah, that's all. I guess I have to say about it.
That's really.
I think this would actually be a lot easier if we had someone here are arguing that he is, kind of with the Batman vs Superman video we did. Mm-hmm. It was a lot easier to explain why Superman would be Batman, when there was someone with me who thought that Batman would be Superman.
Well, I see that. I think that probably is one of the reasons. Well, that's I don't know. I think it would be easier, but I think, have you gotten your point across? Because I got mine, but it's just I do have other ideas to rant about, but not this kind of thing.
Other ideas?
No, not other ideas, not fucking other topics. Okay,
well, yeah, I think I've gone basically everything I want to say about this.
Okay, well,
sorry, this is basically all over the place, jumping from Batman to Superman.
We're sorry. We're just starting to get this channel organized, so If you're one of the newer ones that are here with us, thank you for joining and supporting. But we're still trying to get like everything organized. And trust me, I am saving up for equipment just to make this channel better and to like do other stuff with it. Cause really, this is like this became from like just a small hobby to like something I love doing now. But we're gonna get this channel on track once I get everything settled in. But thank you guys so much for joining us. Is that it? Is that all you have to say, Dylan?
Yep. I mean, honestly, if there's anyone watching this video who is like thinks that Batman is overpowered, please, like, actually, like, it's kind of the same thing when I meet someone who's like, who says like, oh, I'm against gay marriage. Like, I'm just like, why? Well, like, why do you think this? Like, I don't even want to get in an argument. I just want to know your reasons. So if you think that Batman is overpowered, state your reasons.
Yeah, state your reasons, and Dylan will be happy to. I will be happy to just rant with you. But ow.
I'll be happy to correct.
But I think that's about it today, you guys. I think we're gonna go see what else we can do before this live stream I want to do. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for people who have came from my channel or others, including Nemesis's or Dylan's, because Dylan, you have 9 people subscribed to you. I don't know how that's possible. But anyway,
I'm gonna be getting that YouTube paper soon.
Just like YouTube's gonna like force you to start uploading. Anyway, that's about it. So you want to give your advice today? How we're always gonna do, how we always do in our videos like this. Any advice today?
If you ever want to get in an argument as to why you think something, make sure you're aware of the other person's side. Unlike Enigma when we did the Batman vs Superman video.
We didn't even do. Oh yeah, we did do the video. But anyway, that's the first time he's gave serious advice. That's about it.
I gave serious advice. Get laid, get paid, Gatorade.
Oh my god, I should drink Gatorade. But yeah, remember to comment, subscribe, guys. This thing was like, and Dylan Murphy here in the Nerd Herd, and we will see you guys in the next video.
How do your mother for me?
Goodbye.